Hey guys, what I going, how you all doing? It's Dee at Dee'svillage. I'm in the shade again. I love the sun, but the humidity and the sun combination together is okay, but I could do with a hammock. If I had a hammock, I'd be a whole lot better. Just swinging life by, it would be great. Anyway, if it's the first time stopping by, my name's Dee, and this channel's called Dee'svillage, and it's pretty much now more or less about my potential repatriation to Africa, specifically the Gambia, but Gambia may just be that stepping stone to get to other places. So this particular vlog is about kind of what I have learned in the time that I've been in Gambia this particular time. It's nothing new, it's nothing that I didn't already know, but I think it's just been what is the word maybe it's just been a bit more obvious, or maybe I've just been a bit more in tune with myself. Maybe I've just taken the time more to listen to what is happening to, well, what is happening, that's not the right word, but anyway, maybe I've just taken more time out to be more observant. That's better. Okay, so I've got my book. I can't remember everything. Okay, so what I would strongly suggest is that you do a bit of soul searching before you come. Soul searching in the terms of, I'm going to say soul searching stroke healing before you come. You cannot heal from everything. You cannot heal from all the traumas in your life, whether it's education, whether it's family traumas, whether it's religious traumas, whether it's friendship traumas, whatever those traumas are or have been to you, you cannot heal from all of them. But do take out the time to find ways of healing from those traumas, whether it's a spiritual circle, a family circle, a healing circle, whether it's meditation, whether it's relaxation, whether it's massage, whether it's a sport, any of those things that you choose to begin to tap into that part of you that requires the healing. Because if you come here to Africa, okay, I think most of us require healing. Some people will say, oh no, I don't require healing, everything is good with me, and that may well be the case. This thing's calling on me already. Okay, some people will say, I don't require any healing, I'm fine, everything is good with me. And then when you land in Africa and you have more time to yourself, you have more thinking space, you have more thinking time, all of a sudden things appear that perhaps you didn't have the time to take any notice of, because you were busy in your schedule of work, home, commuting, washing, shopping, cooking, cleaning, ironing, visiting friends, blah blah blah, whatever those things are that have distracted you. Now you are here, you have time in a little bit more abundance, so you have time to think, you have thinking space, you have a bit more clarity, you have a bit more vision. So I would say what I have learned this time for my long spell in Gambia is to endeavour to try and heal before you come, using some of those methods that I've discussed already. But if you have any better methods or methods that have worked for you, put them in the comments section, because they'll be useful to somebody else. Each one teach one, we're on that. And I also want to say what I've learned about being in Gambia is take time to get to know the people, get to know them on an individual basis, on a collective basis, whatever that looks like for you, but take the time to do that. Take time to get to know the people. Just like you made friendship groups at your country of origin, the place you were born, at home, whatever you choose to call it, you can take the same time to do that here. People are not hurried here. They're not in a rush. They're not working on that 24-hour clock like you are in Europe and in the West. You've got to be here by that time, got to do this by that time. Time, I don't know if it exists here, but you know, I'm sure I've mentioned that in other vlogs. Of course time exists everywhere, but you get the essence of what I'm trying to say. Time here in Africa does not exist, or in the Gambia to be specific, does not exist in the same way that it may have existed for you in the West. Okay, so take time to get to know the people, take time to get to know the culture, and take time to get to know yourself. All of those things will help you to propel yourself forward or further forward in your journey of whether it's holidaying, permanency, residency, coming back, whatever that is about. And just in terms of making you a better person for yourself. Okay. Also, take the time out to respect other people's viewpoints and ideas. And I'm not saying that you don't do that. I'm not saying you haven't done that. But people here have got some really great ideas. So that's what I've learned. You know, it's not all about what you know in the West, and what you know in the West is not always the best. In the West, we're the best. In the West, we're the best. Best, West. Okay, that was a little bit of fun and jiving and joking. So yes, don't naturally think, oh, well, you know, I come from the West. Everything that they do in the West is better than they do in Africa, or it's better than they do elsewhere, so on and so forth. You know, everybody's got their own ideas, thought processes. So that's what I've learned. I have learned categorically that everything in the West is not the best. Okay. I want to say take time to listen. That's what I've learned. I'm a pretty good listener because the types of roles and jobs that I've had, you have to listen. But I think I always say listen, not just to hear, not just to respond, but also to make sure you understand what is being said. And maybe if you need to action it, then you do that. So what I have learned is to listen. You know, I might be able to explain something in 2 or 3 minutes. Somebody else, it might take 10 or 20, but they'll get there eventually. So take time to listen. There's no rush here. There's no rush here. You know, you might be on a little bit of a schedule, but hopefully your schedule isn't as profound and as fast paced as it is in the West. So take time to listen to people. You may learn a thing or two. So that's what I have also learned. And I've also learned to be more understanding in terms of, you know, checking out other people's viewpoints and not just looking at it through my rose-colored tinted spectacles of living in the West. Because, you know, you can't, or can you, you know, really compare the two societies, because in fairness, they're worlds apart. They're absolutely worlds apart. So, and this is just my personal opinion. You know, I always like to throw a little disclaimer in there because this is my experience, and I'm sharing my experience with you guys on the other side of the screen in hope that it might give somebody else some information. It might resonate with somebody else. Somebody else might be able to think, okay, that makes sense to me. When I go, I'll be aware of that. So these are just some of the things that I've learned on my journey. And also I think the biggest one is don't come here with your Western mindset, whatever that is. That will mean different things to different people. But you know, I think I've mentioned this before. Sometimes I will say, well, in England or in the UK, we do it this, that, and the next way and the other way and what have you. Well, the infrastructure is different, isn't it, for a start? So I've learnt that the infrastructure here is different. So when I'm saying, oh, you know, in the West we do it this way, it makes not a jot of difference because it won't be done that way here because the infrastructure is not the same. You know, I'm not going to lie, we could do with amalgamating some of the potentially Western ways of doing things in terms of, I don't know, everything is manually written down. We could do with some more IT systems here and programs that will help service delivery to be more impactful, is the way I'm going to leave that. read between the lines. So those are some of the things that I have learnt while I've been here in Gambia, West Africa. And it's good to learn, and it's good for that learning to shape you, to move you forward, in order for you to, you know, not always have those rose-coloured and tinted spectacles on, in order to be able to look at things from a different viewpoint and have a different understanding of what may be going on, not what you think is going on, because something very different may be going on. So those are some of the things that I have learnt while I've been in Gambia, West Africa. Some of the things that I have learnt, I can't write them down, I can't say them to you, because they're not measurable, they're not quantifiable. Some of them is just a innate feeling within me that I've learnt something, that I have healed, that I'm making progress. So I don't really know how I put that over. Yeah, I don't really know how I put that over so you can get the grasp of what I'm trying to say. And I think it's just always what many of us will say, that Africa is a feeling. Africa is a feeling. So, you know, you feel it. So sometimes when it comes to trying to talk about it, it doesn't always translate to words. I just want to say the experiences of being in Gambia, West Africa, have been absolutely beautiful on the whole. And you too should take that time to go to any of the places in Africa that you're able to visit, so you've got a comparison and so that you've got some learning tools and experience. So that's what I've got for you. Do all the YouTubey things, and thanks for watching. Or Jerry Jeff for watching. Jerry Jeff for coming back. And as I always say, it takes a village, change is beautiful, trust that process, and peace out. Kairo, Kairo, Kairo. Oh, what am I being distracted by now? Just let me give you a little. So the one with the bell, oh, there's two with a bell. They're apparently the ones that potentially will be the ones that give you trouble, or a little bit more unruly. So I was just slightly distracted by them. Anyway, what a way to end a vlog. What a way to end a vlog. So yes, peace out, Kairo, Kairo, Magan, 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 Magan. Till another good time.